storage now.
Oh no, I'm in trouble.
Is it like $8?
Oh, you mean the how much it costs now? Yeah, it's $8, 8.50 I think.
Like when I pass?
Yeah, I owe like 10 grand. So yeah, it's right. It's right there.
Where?
You're all my statement.
Yeah.
Yeah, they just send me. They put me on a collection now. So each collection is 370, 3,700. I had two there, and then there's three more came in again. I
So
don't
you
know.
mean like, is that a period?
Hmm?
Like one wholesome? Like, uh, what do
No,
you
they
mean
break
three?
they break it down.
Oh, okay, okay. Oh, yeah, 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 yeah. I know. I remember when my dad told me, I mean, my dad, he used to tell me like during the COVID part, he said just call them and he said there was a way to talk to them.
Yeah, I know. I did that already, but that's when I'm paying it. That's when I'm still paying the bill. You know, it's like I'm late all the time. But now I'm not paying anymore.
Right. I think because the fast track they used to let you kind of, even though there's a penalty, they let you kind of slide with it through maybe one more month, 2 more months like that during the
Hmm.
COVID time. Because there, I guess around that time was they're allowing a lot of stuff. They gave you extension, and then like they'll even lower it, reduce it down if you're like low income or something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Dang, man.
Okay, here's see we put brand new one. That's brand new.
That one?
I oh we return it. Remember?
That was the camshaft.
No, that the crankshaft that we
Oh, so
returned.
we
We
bought it
thought it was a
before.
camshaft,
Oh,
so
okay. Yeah, yeah,
we
yeah.
put it back, the original one. They
Right, right, right.
so that's the old one.
That's the old one right there.
Yeah. Now
Um,
let's see.
not too bad.
That's not too bad. That's what I said.
Yeah.
It might not be this one.
Yep. Hmm. Mm-hmm. Shit. I forgot I gotta hold this shit. Okay. This is the uncle. It's my uncle shit. I was gonna cut off the chat. chat room. I don't need nobody to talk. Nobody. Little cool ass setup over here. You understand me? It's my uncle's. So you're gonna go to Las Vegas? What day, Uncle Richard?
I'm gonna go to Las Vegas on the 23rd or the 22nd of this month.
23rd, right before, huh?
Maybe earlier. I don't know.
Yeah.
It's up to her.
Yeah. You guys are gonna bring the car?
I'm gonna bring my car. Yeah.
Oh, your car. Yeah. Yeah.
Just need a little bit.
Yeah, I was ready. I was ready.
What?
I was ready to come out here because I had to get up. I got up at 7 o'clock exactly, and then I said, you know what? And then you texted me like 10 minutes after, telling me, okay, just, once you get out here, just park in front.
Yeah.
Yeah. I like Uncle's setup over here. Yeah. Hell yeah. This is true. You know. Let's see. 10 hours fast. Hmm? Where's it at, Uncle Richard?
It's there.
Down there, huh? Getting underneath that thing. Mm-hmm. I do what is it called? MTV Cribs. MTV Crib. Mm. I'm hungry. See, I'm in the terms of, even though my situation is in the situation where it's at, you understand? Oh no. How about I put y'all over there to the kitchen? I lost about 200 hours. I'm at 1760, 1,760 hours, and I did have 1,991. So I'm losing because it's not priorities. It's just getting off some things, getting off situations, and just very back to vibing with my own. But I always know where I could lead myself into or get into and stuff like that. Right now it's like, I think that's a refrigerator right there. Yeah. It's a busy day. Um, you know, little kitchen and stuff like that. You understand? But I'm down to the very, very last. Like, my shit is due on the 17th, but you could always get an extension at DMV. So I try not to worry and, like, panic and get nervous and stuff like that. This is the only vehicle that I have right now. But as far as with my part-time job, is already getting to a full-time job. So I let my other full-time job go. So I'm only at one job now. And I have Wednesdays, Thursdays, and Fridays off. So I do have a little kind of, plan going towards 2026. So it's kind of like, if you peep this out, um, you could leave at a second job during this time of year 2025, by 2 months before it's ending, to kind of like put your body into relaxation and already feel proud of yourself that you made as much money as you're saving until you get to the 2026 and start looking for a smarter kind of pay rate, as far as with the job that is around wherever you want to be located at, or as far as where uh who you want to work for. So minimum wage is not, it's only like 40 cents raise um into the regular minimum wage in California, so that ain't shit. But as far as with 2026, the companies and all around places will raise up their pay rates because of the economy and stuff like that over here in California. So you just got to look into those things when it's a new year. You got to kind of look at it like, you got to leave something kind of behind because of you don't want to overwork yourself. It's just like how you don't want to overwork your body to not being able to work anymore. So you have to keep going, right? So that's just what that is. You can't like break. It's like almost kind of like breaking down. You can't break down. You know what I mean? You can't like work two jobs and break down. You gotta let one go and know that your body has to recuperate and heal and stuff like that. Like the life that I'm, you know what I'm saying, as far as with 2025, this whole year I had two jobs. My part-time job was since last year December, so this December will be 1 year. And Um, what's up about that land life? Yeah, I just came back on because this is reality checks. You know what I'm saying? Is reality checks when it comes around to you, when you have to deal with I don't want to say like fixing a car and having to get it registered is dealing with the government, but it is just a priority that is one of your checklists that you have to deal with in society outside, because it falls into place where having to pay for these type of circumstances, because it's within what you want to make moves on. You know what I'm saying? So getting to work is making a move. You getting there is also a thought, a process for you to, um, you know, it's taking money out of your pocket. So it's either way. You can walk your ass to work, but that shit's kind of like a walk for me. Even though it's a 5-minute drive, I still have to walk over the overpass. If I can get an electric bike, that'd be fine. You know what I'm saying? Um, but as far as with the money that I'm saving right now, it is a good hold. Okay, like it is some good racks right now. You understand? It ain't one or two, okay, or three or four, but it's around. Likely right above that, and that's not enough for me. um Paying $1,800 a month, 1,000 for a room, and um 800 for bills is 1,800, and I'm keeping 1,000 in my pocket. That's from having two jobs. But uh you still have to work on gas and food, so that will minus off of those racks. you know um when I was at the Pleasanton job and at the nursing and rehabilitation, that started in January. There is still a lot of stuff that you have to go through in paying in order to go forward. You got to pay for repairs, tires being flat. I'm working with two cars, a Mercedes and a van, so repairing both where I don't care to pay. Like my uncle, this is my uncle's shit. This is my uncle's trailer. Um, he got a good spot over here. Like if you guys look back into how I used to talk in my lives, when I said, there's certain uh, um, I guess growth that when in the meantime, when I was in the middle of going back to living in a room from having an apartment, and then before having an apartment I was staying in my van. So it's like the experience that I've had already is going through most of all the things that of all you guys have been doing. You know what I'm saying? So it's kind of like I'm in a race. And I kind of was just saying that too. Like, it's not for me to compete with anybody. Like, oh, okay. And about that land life, like, you are a very big supporter on a few YouTubers, showing them a good way and a possible way. I'm not going to say that you are showing them the way, because it's not physical, but whatever that pictures and those kind of things, when people put images on what they feel like, what they want to physically do and gain, is a process. So it's either you do it, like Nike says, just do it, and hopefully it can come out to 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 having it where it gets down, down to the like shit, making you come up, having a solid rock. Even though where my situation's at is at a room, I look at it like you still have to go through circumstances on trying to better um to kind of like put respect on yourself, because the people that is around you is not going to always know who you are, you know. It's just society, and it's just a community, it's the neighbors, and a fellow, fellow neighbor. That's how I'm just going to call them. um but yeah, shit, it's just like when I said I'm in a race, and I'm not in a race to compete with the other YouTubers. I'm in a race on where I'm at. You know, what I look what I look at as far as where I'm at. Every step that is going like toward, I don't want to say towards, but that's in front of me. What every step is like when a baby wants to get to something. I'm in It's like every person should think like that. It's be cautious of what you're doing, who's around you. And I'm a female, so that's why I speak like this. And I'm just kind of speaking out, you know, and make the right moves for real, because everything that's like um in businesses, say food, food marketing of companies that just are, about feeding the people and stuff like this. Like everybody's trying to get to where they're at. A lot of people are, could be like a helping hand where they're falling into their own situations where they can barely try and get it all done, and then they trying to still show to the public or on their YouTube that, oh, I gotta feed the homeless. You know what I'm saying? Like, if I could say, if I get 5 racks on a YouTube check, then I'll spend $100 for the homeless. I'm not gonna be like, oh, I gotta spend 500 and I gotta, like, no. You gotta literally put your mind into doubling on top of what you can give to yourself, because it's way where even a low YouTuber that makes 5 million. I forgot who was that person that was making, his net worth was 5 million as being a YouTuber, and he's just a person just like me or like you about that in life. And he's just doing pranks on him and his girl. So most likely that's where a lot of um viewers are watching, are mostly with couples. I'm not saying that I have to do that. um but I guess when it's time that you don't kind of look for that, and it comes to you, and you having that just naturally, um and I guess doing it together, then it makes it happen. You know what I'm saying? So there is no like where I could, here, that's the little refrigerator. My uncle's out there. Let me show y'all. He out there. See, my uncle got a little cool ass setup over here. You understand? Yeah, right about that land life. That's true. Okay, but yeah, that's my uncle's. This is my uncle's spot. Okay, he got, you know, he bought this brand new. This is 10 years old. 10 years. Got the little microwave up there. Oh, that's my uncle and my auntie's picture up there. I didn't want to really kind of show that. But yeah, the bedroom's inside there. You understand? And so, you know, I said this before. My uncle, he's in his 60s, and my dad is 70. My dad is 75. My uncle is an 18-wheeler mechanic. So, and he's been like that since I was a child. So, right here is good for two people. You know, you could always make it bigger and stuff like that. But I've always said that if I need to look for a RV or motorhome or trailer, I could always ask him to go, you know, look at it, take a look at it. If it is the one that has a motor, you know what I'm saying? The one with the behind the wheel, yo ass sit down in the front and keep it moving, you understand? Shit like that. But as far as what I was saying, when you gotta take yourself to walking in a direction, it's like the life of that um is balancing from I know it's like nobody should be looking at yesterdays, you know, with an S, you know what I mean? Um, but it's like those are things that are just thoughts of like what had happened and stuff like that. So for me to be off of here for a month, it it's almost kind of like I'm recording it from what had jumped from, and it's still like reality, and it's just like, yeah, everybody got to go through, you know, that really wants to look at their future really like, I don't want to say immaculate, but more like not lacking, you know. I know y'all get it. I know the ones that are smart and the ones that are that live the real kind of like ways of um not looking down. Like it's almost kind of like I went to YouTube to kind of like, I don't want to say reassure, but just know that these things could fall. And I'm not saying like I'm not sure if my uncle could do this, like have this damn ban pass Smog, you know. I'm in California, so um there is ways that you can get that done, just, you know, paying somebody. But as far as with like shit like that, I'm not gonna go through that. I've done those things before. I think I did it twice before. I paid somebody just to, you know, have that shit done. And those people, it's like those people kind of come and go. You don't carry those contacts no more. You live basically in a different location, different city, you know, stuff like that. But I am still here in the East Bay. So who knows to say that if this ban will pass Smog. I'm down the street from my part-time job, so it's not too bad. You got to look at smart ways. My full-time job was 25 minutes away, and I had to pay $25 for Uber, and that's only one way. So taking off $50 off of a pay, which is one day, and then you kind of look at the difference, you're not liking it, you know. But for a part-time job that made it to a full-time position where I'm doing 30 hours a week, it was 34, but they're having some issues in this kind of like, you know, medical health places. They do lay off a lot of people because of the average residents. They call them residents, but you know, they're really patients, and they're residents that live in a assisted living, you know, community. It's really, they don't like the word facility, they call it a community, and that's what I learned. um so I forgot what I was going to say, but they do lay off some people, just because the numbers of people being deceased and passing away, just like one of the residence where I work at now, still at since last year December. He passed away, and he was in a stretcher, a blanket over him, and I'm standing right there, and they told me who it was already before I came in, well, right when I punched in. And I'm like, damn. And all these people are telling me, we just fed him last night, we gave him dinner, we gave him a breakfast this morning, and then all of a sudden he stopped breathing at 10:30. It's like these stories that come to you, you don't hold too much of it, but you just kind of like, you give it a moment, you know what I'm saying? And and then here, when it comes to people leaving those kind of places, leads into having people, having you depend on a marketer to try and get more people to come back. Because once you lose people, it's just like losing clients. You don't, business is not your money, your people are not getting paid off of the company. You know, they have an average number amount of residents that have to reach for people that do their positions on an hourly. They have to be marked as either, we're going to cut your hours, you not being a full-timer no more and having to be a part-time, because they're not making enough money to pay the workers. And that's one thing that I don't like. So that's why before I got into all this, like, medical, you know, like in the kitchens, facilities, nursing homes, home health, like in the administration, when I was human resource and medical supplies, and being a clerical in the administration, I was there for 2 years. But all before that, my mind was always to do nails. You have to have something, that you have to have a skill, you know, and sometimes those skills will put you to being productive and being busy, you know, having your mind kind of like worry off some things. Like right now, like when you working on something, like right now my uncle is working on something. I know he ain't thinking about no damn stress. I know he just trying to get that, he trying to get that one little nut, you know. I mean, not like that, y'all. I mean, you know, uh, what you would call tools and all that shit to, you know, break it down, and then hopefully, you know what I'm saying, it fits and all that shit. Sensor shit, y'all. Yeah, but I fuck with my family though. This is my dad's brother right here. He's right underneath my father. My dad is the oldest male. My uncle right here is like, I think he like 69, something like that. 69. Yeah, my dad was already telling me like, man, your uncle don't want to be going underneath the damn cord. But he's so much like, my uncle is a gambler. So whatever that makes him fit his ways of trying to balance of what he already has been doing for many of years, even when I was a child, like even before I was born, you know, he already had this in him. So I don't know. It's part. And when I used to babysit his kids, I was what, 9 years old. I was 9 years old. I used to take care of my little 1.5-year-old at the casinos in Reno, Nevada, and in Reno, Nevada, like right next to Lake Tahoe and shit. Like when I was a child, I used to love babies and shit. Like I used to really kind of pretend like, as a 9-year-old, I used to pretend like my 1.5-year-old cousin was my baby. I don't know what it was, but I guess it's just like that childhood when you watch TV and shit and kind of get inspired by how female mother looks at, I don't want to say parenting, but just kind of like what they give to their child and all these little cute little stuff and shit like that. I know I'm kind of like talking out of, but I am a female, okay? So yeah. And going through something where you feel is, I don't want to say it's not a smart thing to do for me to kind of leave y'all or whatever, but it's always good to have people kind of come back around to kind of hear another word from a certain individual that comes from a different, aura, a different kind of like atmosphere, like in living situation or in their character. I always look at it like I'm a Libra, so I'm very strong as far as like if somebody was to put me outside, I, shit, I would just more like I'll do it. I'll do it to myself, and I'll always find my way. It's not me thinking like I have to force it, but you just have to think smart, like for real, for real. Because if no one can kind of give you the boost of like what to do next, I know there's people out there that kind of like try to put a little word into, what are you gonna do next? That type of like therapy is not really like in good word to tell somebody that. You know what I'm saying? But being a guide, like a guidance or a guider, whatever the fuck you want to call it. Um, I always was brought up where my mom and my dad never pushed me to do anything, anything. They say the door is right there. Even at a child, when you 10 years old, they don't give a fuck. They always knew I was just outside playing with my tennis ball or my dodgeball, or spinning myself on a fucking stop sign pole or a fucking, bus stop pole type shit. That was our really how our toys, like you have to, cause I'm a 1980, okay? My mom and my dad never pushed me into controlling. So if they knew that you wanted a job, shit, you want to live outside home, do whatever the fuck you want to do, they ain't gonna tell me no, don't do that. They're not gonna tell me that. I don't know what it is, but Americanized, they were brought here when they were 20. They got married at around that time, but they had me when they were 30. My mom was 30 years old, and I had my kids at teenager, I want to say adulthood, but I was 18. You know, I guess I look at it like it's very different when a person could grow into learning I guess the right way, where you go to a job, you work there for so many years, you have a neighbor that is becomes your partner. I want to say like my dad. I'll talk about first my mom, getting into, I guess, their relationship with having my dad, around or whatever. Um Shit, they work like company from the next few streets over. You know what I'm saying? And depending on what kind of like factory job, because my dad was a machinist, my mom was an assembler, but it was a few streets away. So that of them learning how, I guess, from a 20 to a 30, knew right then and there, I guess, to raise a person, a baby, to be what they are is just like, man, we had this child, and basically what we can only give is what is out there. Toys, bring them to sceneries, different beautiful sights, like, you know places that they haven't been before, and I guess it's like you bring them to Disneyland, and then that's where it was like, oh shit, so this is where it's at. You know what I mean? I know I'm talking about back in the days type shit, but as far as what I was trying to say was, my parents never are gonna put me into like, no, you have to stay here. You're not gonna be that. You're not doing that. That's not what you're gonna be. You're not gonna be successful. Like none of that shit. It was just more like you you are what you are, and you do what you do, and if you want to do it, then go ahead. Basically. So my people that do look at me, I'm very deep down, like ain't nothing's gonna get to me. Like probably, in my um childhood days, but after I had my daughter, or during while I was 14 years old, and already having my dad kind of like punish me, and like sent me to the Philippines, because that was like more of ground, like when they say you grounded, that was more like that. You got sent to the Philippines because you drinking alcohol at 14 years old, and then you dating this 18-year old while I was 14. He wanted me. um and it was like close, where that was my sister's husband's, one of his homies. So it was kind of like all in a hood type shit. It's still like that, but rest in peace to my brother. That's my sister's husband. She's in Las Vegas and stuff. My uncle right here, he got this trailer and shit. He got a house in Las Vegas, 3-story house. I told him, I said, when he want to get rid of this, I said, I'm right here. You know, there's not too many RV places, spots in right here in the East Bay. You have to literally look for them, and you have to catch them. These places, when you want a lot, you better make sure you stay there, and you better make sure that you will rent that motherfucking shit till you want to leave. You just don't leave because it's a bad time. For you got to make your way into continuation. I always knew that, like, leaving my YouTube page for a while, sometimes, I'll break into, I don't want to say stress. It's just people just need to understand how attention is not, I don't look for attention. If I want to look nice, and I want to look flossy, and all that shit, looking like a piece and shit like that, that's just how, that's what I suit. Okay, it doesn't fit me. That's my suit. All right, it's just like a lawyer wearing a suit. It's either that's what kind of character they are, or is it they're wearing a suit because it's only for business. No, I don't look into putting them clothes on for business. I look at that like that's my character. But my character is really like, that's a piece of me that I know that comforts. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know, because even when you put a suit on for business, you can still like it because you know that you're going to make that money. But that's even for that part is by working hard. So you can like it, but everything can't go all, sparkles and fucking glitters and gold and shit like that, into being what you're working off of. It's just like me doing nails. Like, I could be so so happy to like sit there and wait and stuff, like, oh my god, like, okay, she gonna come, she gonna sit here, she said it was cool, like, there's certain things where people have moods when they sit down and they don't want to sit down for too long. So if you have one that is in good in good, like, um excuse me, hold on. Oh yeah, let's put the little like boots, looking like I can't even put my damn legs over there. Let me see. Can I put my legs over there? Nope, I can't. Yeah, it's always like people always gotta try and find something what's going on YouTube, seeing if they falling off or something like that, and just need a little boost to get them back up, because it runs from, you can see everything so good and perfect when you see, even if it's like a family, a husband and wife, and or a couple that is like doing good, and they have so much like things that are comfortable but not all the way 100%, and they still trying to make it, and then it falls apart. Normally that's kind of like what that life is, you know what I'm saying? So it breaks apart, and people that are the viewers want to keep that going, as far as like, say, in the other side of the couples, um like principle, or a woman's, I guess, leadership or whatever. Other women are going to look at it like, well, men just don't understand the women's kind of, needs and how their ways are. um and they're going to try and make them keep going, and, oh, we don't want to see you guys fall apart, we don't want to see this, and we don't want to see that. Those are comments, and, like, I guess, ways to kind of like overthink some things, but it's really up to just yourself. You can't really kind of expect, um oh, if I become like this and he became like that. Like, I understood one part, like, best believe, I'm not gonna lie, like, I do watch other YouTubers, you know what I'm saying? So I always looked at it from, like, say, when I was in mob shit in his apartment, he didn't care to put me on camera, because he was like, she got her own page, she can do that shit over there. I'm not gonna bring her up to go have her build off of my shit, when you know damn well you got your own shit. So it's not it's not like, oh, you figure that shit out. That type of mind being is like, it's a word that could call that out, but it's more like, um first off, foremost, you know I'm here and I'm still, learning about situations that you're in, and I'm like fucking with you, but I'm not all the way like really fucking with you. And that's how I look at it. But in my mind, I always look at it like, if this is a man who I really truly like want to be with and fuck with, and and stuff like that, it's not that I called it like, oh, what the fuck is your problem? Why can't I do this? Why can't I do that? And why is it that I have to get on my own page? There was no questions of that. It's just more of you having to, like, I just do your own thing, even if you don't get those views and shit like that. Cause that person is always gonna say, like, why can't you do it for me? Why can't you be a camera person for me so I could come up? Then, it all gets down to me having all the shit, where all the, I don't want to say the fame, but it's just like, I understand
why that person was, I'm not saying mob, I'm saying another person was acting that way, in the principles of like saying it was more, I don't want to say well deserved from his goals and like his success of what how he managed to build that up, and you just needed that help to kind of like get you there. That's a woman that and I wouldn't mind to be that type of person to, I'm not going to say 100%, but 99.9% I will do that position. I will be that camera person. It's not, oh, all eyes are on you, but if you're looking at it like all eyes should be on you, and if I just come around just to come around, like, I feel like that person is being too greedy. You know what I'm saying? If we can make this fun, and how you want to call it, y'all want to see? Let me go outside and go look at my uncle and ask him how far he got. What's that part now, Uncle Richard?
I'm securing see the electrical wire.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
It's been like that for a long time now.
Right. I remember you told me one was like hanging down or something.
Yeah.
Yeah. Damn. Yeah, but this is yeah, being that camera person, you can do that if you know that the channel is really like both of you, and trying to keep that money going as being as two. It's a two in one. I'm not saying, oh, you are participating and you say that you gave me like this answer, yes, that I could be all the fame and shit like that, but then you just kind of like on the side, like, yeah, but that's kind of like a disrespect kind of type of style to say that type, you know what I'm saying? If I'm gonna be your partner, then there should be boundaries, and I don't think that person was kind of putting that to words, like, if I'm making all the money and you ain't doing nothing, like, you can't belittle somebody to put them like, oh, okay, your views ain't shit, you only getting 9 or 8 views off of a video, so basically you ain't making shit. I'm the one that's over here making all the money. That's pretty fucked up. I see it like it's very hard to get monetized. Like right now, I lost 240 hours. And I'm not mad, but I am kind of mad. You know what I'm saying? I look at reality shit that's on the outside is way more important than trying to let you guys figure out the hard time, the hard times when you guys heard me say a certain type of thing with, like say like fuck all this and fuck these ways of like how, like, everybody knows like how the process of how the government, wherever you're at, how it goes, so everything does not need to be on film. Everything does not need to be on camera. Why do you think that the couples out there doing pranks on each other's, like, on each other, or like doing like funny shit at home, making funny ass, like, just that's what is count, that's the part where we need to overcome, to having people watch somebody talk for so many hours on in front of the screen just to talk about some drama and what they can't do or what they don't have. I don't condone in that type of shit. It's like, yeah, you'll hear it and you want to know what happens the next day off of that person because they got drunk, and then let's see if that person woke up on the wrong side of, say, the fucking house or outside, like they could be inside or outside, like, uh-uh, you know, money, like, I understand money. Let me get back inside here. Get back inside. Like money makes the world go round, and money can satisfy. What is this? What is that? A Mr. Heater. Okay. Money can make people happy, but money has to be spent. If you know you can't do or get to something, you have to pay for it. So, like, I understand a woman's needs when they feel like they have it all, or if they don't have it all and they try to cling on to something. It's like, I understand a woman's, like, point of view. Yeah. Okay.
So this brake pads here,
Uh-huh.
you still have a 3A.
No, not that one. It's the other side.
Okay.
Oh, you're looking at, yeah, yeah,
Well,
yeah,
I'll have
yeah.
to look
Because
at
it's,
it in both
yeah, because it's gonna be worn the same kind of, yeah.
Yeah, okay, so I'm gonna go check the other one.
Mm.
But this one looks good.
Okay. I wonder what's making that. I'm not gonna say it's metal to metal to metal, but it is. It seemed like it's gonna get to that. So how much does it have? Can I see it, Uncle Richard?
No, I mean not right here.
Okay.
I mean this thing is heavy.
You said like how much? How much?
It's
How
about
much?
that much. That's a 3/8.
Oh, okay, okay.
That's a 3/8.
Yeah. I know that shit's heavy.
Yeah.
Yeah. 2000. I understand a female's point of view where they feel like is what they need to have I want to say like a backbone and shit like that. Like that's number one key. It's a key. And if that person doesn't want to hold that because of a lot of things that is just not going their way, then it's like, how can you force that person? You know what I'm saying? So that's why it's like I have to just get up and try and get it, and that's what I always have been doing.
Okay, you're gonna make a noise.
Okay. Oh shit. Like my auntie, my auntie's here. Yeah. So basically, a lot of I do understand, it's different emotions. That's just all it is. I know that I can get very deep into like fast talk when I hear somebody talking to me and I'm on my period and shit like that. And if I don't like what they saying, I'll get into different words in detail. And in detail could lead to having it where it's like in my comfort zone where I'm outside of work. So I feel like people should kind of like try to understand those type of parts when all that work is all bullshit and all these people are giving you bullshit every fucking day and you have to go through a mentality where your voice has to be in a nurture, like in nature, because I see people as nature. Okay, so for you trying to comfort and making the, let's just say, okay, cut it short, you having to talk to them in a comfortable type of way to just let the day go, like let's just hurry and get this fucking day over, like let's just work our ass. And not even like that, like where I'm at my part-time job, he, I don't know where he falls into, but my manager is a chef. I know he gets probably like a lot of bullshit from all the other staff workers, but he just doesn't say anything at all. And it seems like he says it all to me. Like he says he feels comfortable in telling me, because I guess I'm just that type of person that could hear those kind of things and just kind of like, I don't keep it up. I'm not the type of person where I'm going to be like, well, I'm going to keep it in and I'm going to tell you that I'm not going to tell anybody. Like, I don't talk like that. It's just, you'll just know the next day. Ain't none of that like two-faced type shit. Yeah. Okay.
This is the one that probably is making noise. It's broken.
Yeah.
Oh.
I know. That's why I turned the wheel.
Yeah,
and
it's not your brake.
yeah, I told him, I said, that thing kind of broke a little bit. Look right there. That thing right there.
That's your drive shaft.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Seeing like these things, like how I talk to, it's like I don't mind to learn these things. A person can't just overlook at somebody and say, okay, if somebody tries to show you something and tell you something, you just have to,
you need a brake
not
pad.
always agree. You just have to.
Yeah,
see, that's what I'm saying. See the brake pad on that side like going out.
This side here.
Okay.
This one right here.
I didn't get the brake pads because they didn't have it.
Yeah.
But if I need to, can I go out here?
No, not today. Not today. How about this week?
Yeah.
This week. Just don't go too far.
Okay. Oh, my uncle shit.
1201.
Yeah.
You need a new rotor too, because it's damaged.
That's what I'm thinking.
It's gonna cost a lot of money for the parts.
I know already. I already got one of those.
Well, you only asked them for brake pads.
I know. No, I asked them. Well, I already know how much it's gonna cost.
I'll tell you what. I go there. It worked one day.
Yeah.
And then I change it.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it's right now it's out here, you know, it's odd. The time it goes quick.
I know. And you know the good part is that I only work 5 minutes down the street, so I'm not going to be driving too much.
Right.
Until you come.
Yeah.
But I kind of felt like it was the brake pads. So that part, that brake pad over there on that side is more wearing out than the other side. Yeah, but
it's always like that.
Yeah, so it's getting down to where he's getting this shit done.
You need a new rotor.
The brake pads. Okay.
And then the drive shaft. You need a drive shaft too.
A drive shaft.
Yeah, the axle.
That's what I already have. That's just $200.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So save some money.
I know.
The drive shaft is
I mean, but I can still drive it. I can still drive it, just very close places, right?
Yeah.
It's not like it's not like it's off. Yeah. But I mean, I can get it within like a month, right?
Yeah.
I just need to wait for next month's paycheck, or even the next one too. Yeah, a little rooster right there. But yeah, let me see what's back here. So yeah, they got little trailers and shit, you know, up and down here. It's cool. Cool. Or a man could just be treating a woman just to kind of like spoil them. You know what I mean? Because that's what they needed around that time. If a person needs to do that, then it's like they're calling for a relationship. They're calling for a woman to be right beside them, and they're just trying to start new, you know, if that's where they want to go. But as far as like with when I was saying like with shit that's, you know, people that just talk on a daily at work and stuff like that, that's just for people just to get by, but they have their worrisomes or their like anxiety and like their ways of thinking like, okay, this is a way how I could try and get my day by is by trying to stay away from a person or trying to just like talk nice to that person, but really don't, you know, just like is not appreciating like the certain just there's all kinds of ways of how people work in saying one little kind of like areas. But yeah, this is gonna cost money, you guys. um I need my brake pads. I knew that. He's saying the rotors because normally when you hear a certain kind of sound to it, the brake pads kind of like will do something to the rotors. So he's saying to get the rotors and the axle too, because it's better. That's what I was even telling the person at AutoZone. I'm like, ain't it kind of if you was to get brake pads, wouldn't you want to change like the whole thing at like one shot? You know what I mean? But yeah, you guys, I've been here for an hour and I know there's a lot more to talk about. I'm gonna hold. Let me get to him and ask him. Uncle Richard,
Yeah,
is the crankshaft already on? You already did that long time, huh? Damn, man, you did that within an hour.
done already.
Yeah.
All I do is just reset the sensor.
Damn.
Okay.
Shit. So those three things, huh? Brake pads, the rotors, and the axle. Shit, man, that axle already alone is
Yeah.
$200, man.
And and then I think you gotta pay for the core too.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, man.
This one right here, it doesn't have no bolts. No bolts on this one. So you need this size of bolt. I'll go get some fine one.
For what's that for?
That's I think the brackets in here.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it's been like that.
Yeah,
But,
I know. You told me before.
Yeah. So all I have to do is get my sensor, the OBD2. It's on my car right now. I gotta walk all the way.
Okay. Yeah. Mm-hmm. He took the sensor off, put another one. Yeah. In an hour. I have Mr. Pringles with me. He fucks with me, you understand? Yeah, but like I said, them rotors, brake pads and shit, about like $60, $70. Rotors, that's gonna be some money too. Some axles is I'm already knowing it's $200 just for one axle. So all this right here is gonna become to like what say about up to $400 right now. That sensor was 60 something dollars. I have to pay him to repair my shit because you know he's my uncle and shit. He gave me a lot of times where he didn't let me pay for a lot of shit that he got. Like I didn't have to pay no serpentine belt. He just came to me. I just had to buy the belt. He changed the manifold, the timing belt. He changed a lot of shit, you know, just a whole lot of shit for real. So I do appreciate, you know, all the shit that he's trying to make me still maintain in order to make an income. You know what I'm saying? And as far as with me saying this, like, I need to get back on a little like side hustle too, and kind of just lay off about how people will look at me on the internet and say, okay, well, she's doing better than her, or he's doing better than her, or he's doing better than him. Why can't she be with him because the other guy didn't do that for her? And all this shit. Like, I don't want a circle, and it's looking like this thing all it becomes a circle. But I want to say, like, it doesn't have to, like, people kind of separate and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Just remember things off of that person. It could be negative or positive, but as far as with me, I don't want people to look at me like I'm a negative person that left into a different path. Okay. Oh, yeah, no, I turned it off. I turned it off, Uncle Richard.
It's on.
No, where? Inside? In the back?
The side.
Oh, shit. I thought it was a top light. I manually turned that off so it won't lose the electric compound. Let's talk a mechanic shit over here. Okay. Yeah, even though like right now I could be in a circumstance where this car won't be able to pass smog. He is putting that scanner in there to go check that check engine light, because that code 354 is 3 something, 35 something, shows that crankshaft or some type of something he wrote down. My registration is due on the 17th. Let me see. What are you doing? How's it looking, Uncle Richard?
I don't know yet.
Okay. Yeah, that's my uncle's trailer though. Not too big.
I'm not too sure if that thing's gonna go back or not. Okay.
Yeah. There's a little setup over there. See? This is called a side hustle, you understand? On some grown ass shit. Grown shit places. Take your ass to some places that will take you to make you keep going. You know, I don't judge people just because people are living outside and stuff like that and they can't do nothing for me. Hey, those people have some type of wisdom and knowledge too in them. It's just okay, hold on. What was it?
Still 30335. Okay.
No. There's a pen inside the console. Here, I have one in here. Oh, here. There. Let's see how this shit goes. You know, I'm down here, just using some gas and stuff like that. But I'm gonna give him a little something just because he's my uncle, and it's not like I'm paying him like hella hundreds of dollars and shit like that. No. But I was trying to get back to the point about people that are, say, not in the best circumstances of living situations. It's just people are in the nature of their character. People are like homebodies. People can't live with other people. people try to force to like have their baby mamas like have them have their kids with them, and then they feel like that's just making them look like trash and shit like that, when knowing they're trying to control everything because they made a family but then it didn't go exactly how they planned. I don't judge on those. Hi. I just said that's just life.
I erase it because there's no food
Okay.
stored.
Yeah, and we'll see how it goes. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so I don't know if it comes to you go on the freeway and it turns on again.
I know. I mean, I'm used to it, you know?
If it's something like that, you need a diagnostic.
Okay.
You need to well, I wrote it down here. I wrote it down here.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah. Damn it. Yeah, it's been a while. You know, it's my original, my dad, well, my sister's husband's father's, he's the original owner. So that's my brother's father. Then my sister's
That guy don't work.
in-laws. No, how do you say, I'm streaming.
Oh,
Streaming live.
I thought you
No, I'm streaming live.
you wait.
No.
Different.
No, I'm on my phone.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's just like I'm recording.
I thought maybe
He said you talking to your boyfriend.
okay.
Mm.
So brakes, you got your coolant.
Yeah, I cut off my second job. I cut off my full-time job, only at my part-time, but made it to a 30-hour. Huh?
I think it's empty.
Which one?
Your coolant.
Oh, my cooling. Yeah, yeah. I figured that during this winter time I didn't need too much, but it's getting down there.
You have a coolant reserve?
I have the peak one, but that's for the Mercedes. I don't know. Can you check if that one's if I got like another one right there? I'd be carrying all that shit, but I know I'd be using some of that. See, I'm trying to get like, you know, I'm trying to make this shit keep moving. But this my sister's in-law, her father-in-law.
This one is fine.
Yeah, that's a peak. That's a peak. But isn't that the one for European?
BMW, Dodge, Freightliner, Jaguar, Land, Tesla, Smart.
You just use it for now. I mean, my mom, I have another one inside the Mercedes.
Yeah, because you're gonna need it.
My uncle, my uncle, my uncle, my uncle Richard, my dad's brother.
So you don't want to put too much of it.
Mm. Mm.
Maybe put some little bit of water.
I'm gonna be that type of person that, even though I don't show my face on here and y'all see my other lives with all my face all around and shit like that, anything could change, you know what I'm saying? Only because this is the outside world. But when people already kind of settle into knowing that it's not all about just the attention to kind of show yourself because you gotta show your prettiness or your beauty and all that shit just to get followers and stuff like that. I don't like that shit. Like I said, I only do what I do is because that's how my image is. I don't try and look better than what I am. I don't get no fake titty. I don't get no you know, lip, what's it called, lip fillers, just to make my lips look like is like, you know what I'm saying, luscious and big and shit like that. or like tattooed eyebrows, because that's where it fits into you waking up every day looking pretty. So there is a lot of things that a lot of men that are not up to date about. Women get tattoos on her lips now, to a colored lipstick
You need oil, guys,
tattoo.
okay?
There's oil in there.
Yeah.
All this shit. Like I could literally work 2 more years and get me some fake titties or something like that. Or even say somebody offer me, hey, I got $10,000 to go give you a breast implant and all that shit, or a bullet, BBLs and all that shit. Damn. There's success in all different kinds of paths. Because people would be like, why she got that fake ass booty, and she making all that money. Oh damn, making all that money. Yeah, I'm okay. I'm okay. Making all that money, and she so called herself the boss, like she the boss man. See, there's boss mans and there's boss ladies. I'm a boss lady. I'm not a boss man. You making all the bread to support yourself and try to outtake a man because you're trying to look prettier than him is not where it's at. And you have to, and women should understand that. A person like me, a boss lady, got to be with a boss. That's why it's called boss lady. That's why I'm called juicy lady. That's what I first started off as. Excuse me. So I'm gonna run, you guys. Hopefully I can continue about how a woman is the man of her position in her life or her path. I'm very independent. I grew up on my teen years. After I was 13, I lost my virginity when I was 14. So right when I turned 14, my daughter's father, we first had one when I was 16, but I didn't keep that. And I could already tell that I was pregnant off of a week being pregnant is where you need to already know what you're gonna do. So I didn't make myself like fall into like being guilty or none of that shit. 16 is a hard time for a female, to be a parent. You know what I'm saying? Not unless like you rich, you got maids and motherfucking babysitters, like family babysitters that already rich, stay at the house and already could care for your baby when, or even if I'm rich, like I'll be the one that's gonna do it. You know what I'm saying? But I wasn't like that in my teen years. So what was I trying to get to when I was saying about how I was young at 14? Oh, independent, yeah. So and that's when I started listening to JT the Bigger Figure, when I was 14 years old. So that's just what came into being independent. But really, yeah.
Back up the...
Okay. Okay, I'm gonna get my stuff. So yeah, this is what I was talking about, you guys. My uncle's trailer, he bought this shit brand new 10 years ago. So at least I know that, because when you live into some of these trailers, you don't know like if they're a passing can come from say a family coming from a nature where, oh look y'all, look, fairfieldrv.com. Okay, that's where I used to live.
Hey,
Ah,
adjust the seats, okay?
which one in the front?
Yeah. So what are we gonna do now?
Here, I was gonna give this to
What's that?
what's her name?
Annette?
No,
Oh, Aaron?
no.
Who?
What's her name again?
Oh, they,
Ah, die.
die.
It's inside here. Here, put this inside there. She
What's
can.
it inside?
No, it's empty right there because I gotta put it inside.
What is this? What? There's nothing in here.
It's Bluetooth.
It's Bluetooth. Why are you giving me her Bluetooth? Oh, it's
Because remember,
empty.
remember you said that that's what she wanted. She wanted she
Me?
no her.
She want it like that?
I thought that you said that that's what she wanted. It's only
Wow.
$5.
It's
Look,
big.
$5.
$5?
$5 at the Dollar Tree. That's from the Dollar Tree.
So you just minus the payment?
No, that's for you. That's for her. Give it to her.
Okay, just
Uh,
leave it
Or you don't want to give it. You don't
No,
want to
I'll
give
give
it
it
to her.
to her.
That's fine.
there. I'll give it to her.
Look, y'all.
So what we're gonna do now? They
You spray some alcohol on it.
you back it up, and then I'm gonna go forward, and then I'll back it up because I gotta load my tools.
Okay, you guys. I'm gonna put my phone on inside the van now. Okay. So when I wait, Uncle Richard. When I back it up, you just want me to park right there?
No, I want you to park in front of my truck.
Okay. All right. Ah, shit. Where the fuck is my cover? Where's my top to this? Yeah. Did it like fly off somewhere? I know people like females, they be saying they have journeys to get to where they want to be happy at, but it seemed like the more money that they feel that will call them to into success, damn y'all, I need to fucking get these brake pads. Yeah, it's like they trying to make the thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars, but shit, this fucking light is still on. You can cut it off? Cut it off for a little bit? No? It's not on. Yeah. No, it's not. It's not on. Oh, you mean the check? Oh, Uncle Richard, the check engine light came back on.
Is it? Is it?
You scanned it, right?
Yeah, I deleted it. That's why I'm asking you to see if it's
Here,
on.
can you look at it again? This is so old that this
The
shit.
circuit is.
Yeah, I think it's this. I think because I know that it glitched one time, and it was like it does that with the fucking what was it called? Not the ABS, but it was something else. Yeah.
You need a diagnostic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, at least that ain't too fucking bad. I need to go check the you know, I told you about the other Filipino guy down the street. He just hasn't been opening his garage. He's another older man. He does home mechanic in front of his garage. Hold on, you guys. I know I'm hiding this shit.
Yeah, because I gotta take a shower.
Yeah. What time is it?
It's still early.
Oh yeah, it's still early. I know.
Okay.
Yeah. Did I
To solve that problem,
Yeah.
you need a diagnosis.
Mhm. Okay. Should I?
We can't afford that. I know that.
Yeah. Oh, there goes my
And
top.
I have to bring it to the guy that has a diagnostic.
Okay, hold on. I found my lid. He has to go pick up my auntie. Like where? Let me put my phone over here, you guys. Put you guys over the hood. I could show you guys. I know, but see, this is the thing about this thing. You guys could be looking at this place like screenshot. Oh, I know where she at. I know where she at, and all that shit. But you know, it's just like shit like this. That's all. You know, that's all it is. You just gotta like look up to people that have already done it. You know, and huh? Oh. Wait, where's my Yeah, he's gonna have to work on my brake pads and all that. In like a week or two. Put you guys inside the van. Put you guys on my dash. I don't know. I kind of was keeping myself a little busy by playing my little game on my phone to kind of just make me not think, like, you know what I'm saying? I don't know. People could always hide like their real emotions by showing off their face because they have to do it in order to survive and make a living, which is income. So they have to show their face in front of the camera in order to get the views and the like um the receiving part. Like when I speak, am I gonna receive? Or when I speak, I'm gonna receive this, and uh, um, by having the people talk back to you in chats and comments, and it's like either you read it or you don't. But you keep going because it's either you don't want to read them and you're just like, okay, I'm just kind of showing myself and showing my happy side, but it's only just a side. It's only just a happy side. It's not like you are so truly happy and this is how I really am and this is like me every day, but I'm not really happy. That's why I kind of like put myself to the side. So everybody gotta face some shits. Women and men, you know. I can't I really don't want to say like it's a excuse me, contagious. Like one will jump from being a couple and then you see other channels that were becoming into living situation and then they come into calling each other husband and wife and then they fall apart because of publicity, um acknowledgement that a female can't think that she can't, how do you say, minus off like her being a slave to that man. She thinks that that's gonna be her all the way through the end, and her not getting anything out of it. Her not getting anything out of it is her panicking about him being with multiples and multiples. I'm just gonna say it like that because men like that. Men likes the attention of other females liking them and attracting to them. So when a man gets over that, then that's where that woman will be at. And I'm just gonna say that. So if y'all women just hear me and y'all women just heard me right there, that's really the answer. You can't find and stay with a man that is looking for multiples or is considering or is accepting or is attracting. Oh, well, those females are just attracted to me because I attract. No, you are allowing that circle, a circle of like say energy, because you're not breaking it. You're not breaking it apart. You're not saying no, 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 no. I don't care what the fuck she say. She's fine as hell. God damn. Okay, fine. Come here. Like, it's so easy. A man can be so funny and talk like that, and a woman will be so like crazy over the fact that how the the voice of that just allowed her to be so attracted to that. And that's what gets women. Like, I know it had happened to me, you know what I'm saying? But this is not a call for me to be like, well, okay, I'm gonna jump the other way, I'm gonna jump the other path and say, okay, well, since I did that, now what's the other opposite from that? I'm not gonna look into that type of way. I'm gonna look at it like, why didn't I think of that? Let me go tell my uncle. Garbage man. You talking to my auntie. Damn, man. I'm not going to stay on this live because I don't want to have you guys get scared in my situation because my brake pads on my driver's side is very, very, it's like on a 25%. Like it's very down to 25% out of that 100%. And it's really, like I saw it, it's very different from the passenger side. So that's why he's telling me to get all those things. I already knew it too because once I started hearing it, and it's been like that for like 2 months already. It's just I be driving it not so far and shit like that, but right now it's getting to so let me see how I could do with this passing this smog. He says I gotta get it diagnosed. I'm gonna go text him later and see where I could let me see, where's my charge at? Sometimes like males, they just want to actually listen to just females in general, just to see where their mind's at, to see how they could accept how when they say these certain things, is that what they really are? Is that what they're gonna show and all that shit? Like I've been through with certain men that make me want to stay with them because of their character. Like they're funny and they're tall and you know they have these certain ways. But I guess when they say like if you truly love them, you let them go. But I guess if it's natural where they come back, you know, to you because that's where he wants to be, then but it's something that it's still something wrong with you, but I guess he still allows it, then that's the kind of man that is understanding already, knowing who you are. But if a man can't deal with you because he always finds something new, then it's just a process. Huh? My uncle, he always be calling fucking name. Yeah, when I say that process, it's like that man could have mood swings too. So don't think like it's always just a woman's having her cycle or having to deal with everything outside with jealousy and stuff like that. Like men can get jealous too, they just don't want to show it. But women, us women, oh yes. So it's hard, you guys. It's hard to hide those things. It's just the man just gotta be like that escape, you know. I just need some understanding. So okay. See them rotors? Yo, I do not want to. I'm in a race, you guys. I'm in a race. So I'm gonna get off of here. Who's that one? Hearing how bad my brakes is and rotors and stuff like that. Oh, I gotta go fast when I get on here. meet on a Carquinez Bridge, passing by Vallejo. You know, I was in Vallejo. That's where my uncle stayed. It's only have certain parts of RV spots that allow you to park at these places in the East Bay. I know there are some in the peninsula around that way. When I say peninsula, that's like, you know, Pacific Ocean, you know, more like San Francisco Bay Area. But right next door is kind of like when you want to call it a neighbor. Yeah, so it's hard. It's hard. I'm just going to say that I can be in a relationship and still talk the way how I am and say that everything is, you know, like everybody goes through a lot of shit. Every woman and man goes through a lot of shit with each other if they want to. But knowing that the end part is saying the end is like saying that's where they're at. They're still together, even though they went and are going through what that type of shit is. You know what I mean? And it's not easy, you know, because like I said, a woman could have mood swings and a man could have mood swings. So it's just a matter of like, I guess the person doing their part, but I know that I could be doing a part. It's like, there was one reel on an Instagram that says a person that talks to themselves and feels too comfortable about that person talking to themselves is and feels so, you know, comfortable. I don't know. It was just a whole lot of shit. Like, I saved it on my collection on my IG. Is that person is not trying to be a burden to anybody else, you know? And it's not, I don't think it was that line. I think it was more like them showing them being something. It's like them not trying to show that they're a burden to anybody else. And I was like, and this person that was saying this whole, how many, like, it was almost kind of like where they were making words that rhyme together. It wasn't like one of those, but it was just like, if a person is like this, then a person's like that. If a person's like this, then the person is like this. If a person acts like that, then most likely the person is not trying to do that. You know, all that shit. So hopefully maybe I could remix that or I don't know, share it or whatever. But if a person don't understands what that person was saying, then they're not in the right, like, they don't know what goes on in life, you know? Like, that person is lost. But that person, that dude was saying a whole lot of shit. Was saying, like, it made sense, and it's really the truth about a lot of people, what they do and how their personality, it's really a personality kind of thing. No, this is Hercules. I just passed by Vallejo, so right now it's Hercules. You sound like you're a California person by calling me baby girl. Or where you from? Where you from, baby bruh? Because if you don't know where Uncle is at, closer so you guys could watch time hours to come back. I lost like 240. So this is not one of those ways of me telling like, please help, like you guys better help me and all that stuff. But it's just whenever I guess I jump back on, it's just what it is, you know. And even if I don't ever come back after this, I could put this on private, you know, and just let, I don't know if I put this on private and the hours still add up. I'm not sure. So let's see if I gain something out of this for me being on here. I'm gonna get out of here in 8 minutes, so I'm gonna make it to 2 hours. But yeah, I'm gonna see when I made this live on this day. I'm gonna see if it added hours for me to put this on private. Like, does hours still count even though I put it on private? Doing this stream on today. And then when I look at my analytics, if it actually added onto top of something. Huh. 5 more minutes and I'm gonna get off of here. So I'll go back to work tomorrow. I'm off today. I'm gonna look for a second job. I'm gonna look for a second job next year. I'm gonna wait till the pay rates get a little bit higher. And so I can be smarter on where I work at, you know. What's today? Oh, my friend's birthday is next week on Monday in Turlock. She invited me, and I said I can't come because I'm working on Monday. She's trying to make it a Barbie event, like to dress up as Barbie, and I'm like, shit, I could have done that. I could have done that. I'm gonna get off of here, you guys. So right here in San Pablo, like passing, getting up to Richmond, California. So I'll go pass by Richmond, let you guys see a little bit of nothing. Yeah, you guys really have to go into these hoods and stuff like that in Pablo Litton Casino. I know California people know, or on the East Bay, they know where exactly what that is right there. I gotta stay in this lane, y'all. I don't feel too secure with my rotors and my brake pads. So, and it's been like this for like damn near 2 months. I need to kind of let back people that were not really like, I don't want my page to be too open, but I know the people that were trying to be here before, like if I blocked you because you're being disrespectful, then that's just what that is. But if I'm blocking you because you couldn't be respectful to somebody else that was in here, then that's just what it is, you know. But if I feel like I'm being pressured into blocking somebody because of, you know, a certain situation, then that's the part that I don't like. Yep. Because I don't, you know, I don't want to do that to anybody else's page. So, yeah. I should really start putting, so there is called, so when you start up to do a live stream, it says advanced settings, and then it says allow chats or allow reactions, or it'll say allow what the fuck it was, allow chats, allow reactions, and the last one there was something, so you can monitor that, you can turn that off or on. So basically what you're doing is you are putting up a live that you don't want no talking from the people outside and only just watching, but you don't seem to care if you lose subscribers or you gain, because it could be people that looked you in a different time, that they said, okay, well, this person always allowed us to talk to her, now she all of a sudden changed it and just not allowing us to talk to her anymore because she's fed up through the way how she's not trying to catch attention. So it's not even actually being fed up, it's more like she don't want the attention from y'all anymore, but just showing you guys what's going on, you know what I mean? So I feel like that's a part where I feel like that person is not trying to ask for no attention. Now the people that is trying to have people come in to go talk to them and is looking for something, then that's just wanting that attention and actually looking for some new people. And when I say new people, that's called new faces. When I say new faces, that's basically like new changes. Okay? So yeah, I'm gonna get off of here, you guys. I'm gonna probably have this continued on a different live in the future. It could be a month from now, it could be 2 months from now, but yeah, this is just one live that I kind of put together as far as with me being at my stance in life, you know. Like, I know I was putting up little shorts that were in the past of like highlights from different lives or past lives. It's just, I'm not really caring, you know. The only shit that I care about is the live was like not connecting right. It was going off. So I'm gonna get out of here, you guys. So yeah, I can literally, like I was saying, I had it at, I'm at 1,760. I had 1,991. So I made it, I'm gonna say I made it to 2,000, but I'm losing, and I really could just lose it all, okay? I really don't like put myself into wanting attention to go find somebody new, to find somebody like that's on the internet and make somebody mad, or just, you know, like let's say like, oh, if I try, let's see if this happens and what can I catch off of that person to counter react and all that shit. Like, no, 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 no. I'm not with all this dumb bullshit type ways of how people do in the internet. So like that's where I kind of want to separate myself, you know. But yeah, I'm gonna get off of here, you guys. Yeah, let's see if I come back.